Maryse walked away from Raw last week, so we'll talk about what could change with her return. Bayley has been doing a lot of Royal Rumble teases, so we'll take a look at that. We'll also take a look at the massive Rey Mysterio controversy and much more. Let's start things off with Bayley and all the jokes and teases she's been putting out online. We know Bayley is currently recovering from a torn ACL, which is as serious as it gets when it comes to knee injuries. That's a full destruction of the knee, and it usually takes athletes 9 months to bounce back from that injury. Bayley is currently on month 6 of her recovery as of January 2022. But that's not stopping fans and even Bayley herself from talking about a Royal Rumble return. Bayley has been joking about the return for a while, but she had 2 big tweets about it this week. WWE's The Bump host and WWE backstage journalist Kayla Braxton made a joke herself about declaring for the Royal Rumble match. That's when Bayley responded to Kayla's remarks and said, quote, "If she does, then I am without a doubt making my return just to throw her out. So far, she lands on Michael Cole's dumb face." End quote. This is a part of what makes Bayley's social medias fun to follow. She tweets in character a majority of the time, and that leads to tweets like that last one. Bayley, the on-screen character, doesn't really like Kayla Braxton or Michael Cole, so that's why she joked about trying to eliminate Kayla and throwing her to Michael Cole so she can take care of both of them at the same time. Bayley was then seen in the comments section of Sasha Banks' Instagram post about her national championship game attire. Bayley left a comment there on that Sasha post that said, "This was gonna be my Rumble gear." So another joke there by Bayley about Sasha Banks stealing her Royal Rumble gear. So will Bayley actually appear at the Royal Rumble match? It just seems so highly unlikely because of where she's currently at in her recovery timeframe. Coming back to full ring activity off a torn ACL from only 6 months seems like something that is extremely difficult to do. Especially considering how much she's been talking about Royal Rumble, it sort of makes you feel like there's no chance she can return there. The people that will return at the Royal Rumble are usually the quiet ones, not saying any word. So you can also take that into consideration. The louder the person is about the Royal Rumble, the less likely we'll actually see them at the event. But we'll see what the future holds for Bayley's WWE return. Let's get into the Rey Mysterio controversy and discussion that's been going on for the last few days. A new cover art leaked for WWE 2K22 appears to have Rey Mysterio on both covers of the game, Standard Edition and Deluxe Edition. Now, when it comes to NBA 2K covers, Madden covers, and all these other sports games covers, the cover athlete is someone that usually had a big year within the sport, an MVP season or something along those lines. So a group of fans brought the same mentality to the WWE 2K cover discussion and said, what has Rey done in the last 1 calendar year to earn this 2022 cover? If you look at Rey's 2021 season, it's just consisted of him teaming with Dominic, and he was even banged up a bit towards the end of the year. So that opened up this big argument amongst the fans on why someone who did have a big year in 2021, such as Bobby Lashley, Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks, and so on, wasn't featured on the cover. Considering that how it's done in other sports games, some fans sort of expected for that to take place here as well. And you look at the last WWE 2K game, 2K20, they had Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns on the cover, who were both having a great year during that season, so it made sense. So if you're judging the cover by that specific standard of did they have a big 2021, then no, the Rey Mysterio cover doesn't make sense. But other fans looked at it from a much different perspective. They mentioned how Rey has been wrestling for 3 decades, how great of a person he is, how great of a wrestler he is, and that's all true. So it comes down to how you look at it. If you're judging it strictly by what Rey did in 2021 alone, then yes, it could have been someone else who had a better 2021. But if you want to turn it into a whole career-long achievement and look at this as accolades over the last 30 years of work, then yes, no question about it. He most definitely deserves a cover if you're judging it by that standard. So that was the big debate between both sides, but the majority of fans do seem to be very accepting of the cover. Let's get into some theories and discussion for Maryse's return. During the middle of a heated conversation with Edge and Beth Phoenix, Maryse just stormed off to the back, all while The Miz was bragging about Maryse's capabilities. The Miz also revealed that Maryse left the building immediately, and he had a hard time reaching her after the show. But we know this match is still happening, so Maryse will definitely come back in some fashion. But considering what happened last time we saw Maryse, now you have to write her back into the show and give her a reason to come back after she did what she did last week. So what could that reason be? Well, it's safe to assume that The Miz will be the one to convince Maryse to come back. But how does he do it? The Miz and Maryse have been the heels here, and they've been caught off guard by Edge both during the vow ceremony and at day one. But you still have to give Miz and Maryse credit for being smart. They did come up with the whole elaborate plan to fake an argument between the two of them and set Edge up to be vulnerable for an attack. And it definitely worked. So judging them by how sneaky and evil they are at times, maybe The Miz convinces Maryse to return by coming up with another plan that will allow her to get her hands on Beth Phoenix. Another thing that The Miz and Maryse always thrives off of is the numbers advantage. When The Miz faces a standard opponent, they're instantly at a disadvantage right away because Maryse can distract the referee and disrupt the match in many different ways. Ever since Beth returned, the numbers advantage over Edge has been erased. So maybe they can do something there as well to get the numbers advantage back. Do they bring in another individual as extra help to get the numbers advantage back in their favor? Maybe someone that had a long feud or problems with Edge and Beth in the past. Maybe something like that. So Miz will definitely get Maryse to come back, but it'll be interesting to see if there's a bigger plan or motive behind it. Longtime WWE superstar Ali has just requested his release from WWE. He was highly gifted both on the mic and in the ring. It looks like he was about to take off in WWE multiple times, from the Hacker storyline to the Retribution storyline, but WWE gave up on both of those stories. Ali then pitched a character change that was also rejected, and he hasn't been seen ever since. In his publicly released statement, he says that he has a message that's much bigger than his dreams in pro wrestling. He claims that he's unable to deliver that message while working for WWE, so that's why he is requesting his release. He's a very gifted individual. It's very unfortunate that WWE never committed to any of his storylines. But we'll see what's next for him outside of WWE. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.